Chinese automaker BYD is zipping ahead in the global race to make cheaper electric vehicles.
BYD's chief scientist, he expects solid-state batteries, or says solid-state batteries will be used widely within the next 5 years.
The electric vehicle world is about to be turned upside down. BYD, one of the biggest names in EV innovation, has just made an announcement that could change everything. Imagine charging your electric vehicle in just 10 minutes. Sounds impossible, right? Well, BYD is about to make it a reality. CEO Wang Chuanfu has revealed a new generation of all-solid-state batteries that could solve the EV industry's biggest challenges. How does it work, and what does this mean for the future of transportation? Stick around as we uncover the science behind this game-changing technology. So, why is BYD switching to solid-state batteries? Before we dive into that, let's first explore what these batteries are and why they might just change the future of electric vehicles, solid-state batteries. At the heart of BYD's recent announcement lies the exciting development of all-solid-state batteries, a technology that could significantly change the landscape of electric vehicles. Solid-state batteries are a direct departure from the conventional lithium-ion batteries that have powered the majority of electric vehicles for over a decade. These traditional lithium-ion batteries rely on liquid electrolytes to facilitate the movement of ions between the battery's positive and negative electrodes. While these batteries have been the backbone of the EV industry, they come with several inherent limitations, including safety risks, slower charging times, and reduced lifespans due to degradation over time from repeated charging cycles. In contrast, solid-state batteries utilize a solid electrolyte material rather than a liquid. This design shift addresses many of the problems associated with liquid-based electrolytes, offering several compelling advantages. Solid electrolytes are non-flammable, making them much safer than their liquid counterparts, which are prone to combustion under certain conditions. Additionally, solid-state batteries are more durable, capable of achieving higher energy densities, and can potentially offer longer lifespans. These qualities make solid-state batteries a highly attractive alternative for electric vehicles, offering a host of improvements that could accelerate EV adoption and shape the future of clean transportation. But what's so great about solid-state batteries that made BYD decide to make the switch? Let's dive into the advantages that could completely change the game for electric vehicles. Advantages of all-solid-state batteries. BYD's all-solid-state battery technology promises to deliver a number of significant benefits that could revolutionize the performance of electric vehicles. From faster charging times to enhanced safety and sustainability, these advantages make the transition to electric mobility even more appealing to consumers, and they lay the foundation for a future where electric vehicles are more accessible, practical, and environmentally friendly. Faster charging times. One of the most thrilling claims about BYD's new all-solid-state batteries is their ability to achieve a full charge in just 10 minutes. Charging time has long been one of the major pain points for electric vehicle owners, with most current lithium-ion batteries requiring anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours for a full charge, depending on the type of charger and the battery's capacity. The prospect of a 10-minute charge represents a monumental leap forward, bridging the gap between electric and traditional gasoline-powered vehicles when it comes to convenience. For consumers, this fast charging capability could significantly change the EV ownership experience. A 10-minute charging window would allow drivers to quickly recharge their vehicles during short stops, at rest areas along highways, while running errands, or during a lunch break, making long-distance travel much more practical. Drivers would no longer need to plan their trips around the availability of fast charging stations, eliminating one of the most common barriers to EV adoption. The ability to charge an electric vehicle as quickly as it takes to fill up a gas tank would bring unprecedented convenience to drivers, encouraging more people to make the switch from fossil fuel-powered cars to electric vehicles. Increased energy density. Another standout advantage of all-solid-state batteries is their significantly higher energy density compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries. Energy density refers to the amount of energy that can be stored in a given volume or weight of the battery. Solid-state batteries are capable of handling higher voltages than their liquid electrolyte counterparts, which allows them to store more energy without increasing the physical size or weight of the battery pack. This increased energy density is a crucial factor for electric vehicles, as it directly impacts their driving range. EVs with solid-state batteries could travel much farther on a single charge, helping to alleviate one of the most common concerns prospective electric vehicle owners faces: range anxiety. Range anxiety is the fear of running out of battery power before reaching a charging station, which is still one of the major obstacles to mass EV adoption. With solid-state batteries offering better energy storage in a more compact form, electric vehicles could achieve longer ranges while keeping their battery packs smaller and lighter. This would make electric vehicles even more competitive with traditional internal combustion engine vehicles, which are often seen as offering greater range. Improved safety. Traditional lithium-ion batteries, particularly in high-demand applications like electric vehicles, are known for their safety risks, especially in extreme conditions. The liquid electrolytes used in these batteries can catch fire or explode if punctured, exposed to high temperatures, or subjected to other forms of damage. This risk of thermal runaway, where a battery's temperature rises uncontrollably, has led to a number of high-profile battery-related fires in the past, raising concerns about the safety of electric vehicles. In contrast, solid-state batteries use non-flammable solid electrolytes, which significantly reduce the risk of fire and other safety hazards. This shift from liquid to solid materials makes all solid-state batteries much safer than traditional lithium-ion batteries, particularly in the event of physical damage, overheating, or other stressors. As a result, electric vehicles equipped with solid-state batteries could offer enhanced safety features for consumers, reducing the likelihood of accidents or incidents related to battery failure. The non-flammability of solid-state batteries also improves their overall robustness and reliability, making them more suitable for a wider range of environmental conditions and applications. For consumers, the added safety and peace of mind that comes with solid-state battery technology could further increase confidence in adopting electric vehicles. Longer lifespan. The lifespan of a battery is one of the key factors that determine its long-term cost-effectiveness. Traditional lithium-ion batteries typically degrade over time as they undergo repeated charge and discharge cycles. The liquid electrolyte in these batteries is prone to wear and tear, causing internal resistance to build up, which in turn reduces the battery's capacity and efficiency. Over time, this leads to a diminished driving range and eventual battery failure, which can require expensive replacements. Solid-state batteries, on the other hand, experience far less degradation during use. The solid electrolytes used in these batteries are more stable, and as a result, they are less likely to degrade over time. This increased durability translates to a longer operational lifespan for solid-state batteries compared to their lithium-ion counterparts. With a longer-lasting battery, EV owners would not have to worry about replacing their batteries as frequently, which could help reduce the total cost of ownership over the life of the vehicle. This makes solid-state batteries an appealing option for consumers who want an electric vehicle that provides long-term reliability and reduced maintenance costs. In addition to reducing the frequency of battery replacements, the improved longevity of solid-state batteries means that fewer batteries will be discarded, resulting in less electronic waste. The longer operational life of these batteries also contributes to a more sustainable life cycle, as fewer raw materials are required to manufacture replacement batteries, and fewer resources are consumed overall. Sustainability. As the world moves towards a more sustainable future, the environmental impact of battery production and disposal has come under increasing scrutiny. Traditional lithium-ion batteries rely on materials such as cobalt, nickel, and lithium, some of which are rare and associated with environmental degradation, unethical mining practices, and harmful emissions during their extraction and processing. Moreover, these materials are often difficult to recycle, contributing to the growing problem of e-waste. All solid-state batteries present a promising solution to some of these issues. Solid-state batteries can be designed to use more abundant, less harmful materials compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. The solid-state design also enables the use of alternative electrolytes that are less toxic and easier to recycle, reducing the overall environmental impact of battery production. Additionally, the improved energy efficiency and longer lifespan of solid-state batteries contribute to a more sustainable electric vehicle ecosystem. By requiring fewer battery replacements and offering higher performance, These batteries help reduce the need for the constant extraction and processing of raw materials. Over the long term, this could result in a significant reduction in the environmental footprint of electric vehicles. BYD's commitment to sustainability aligns with the broader industry's goal of reducing carbon emissions and promoting clean energy technologies. The development of solid-state batteries could be a key step toward achieving a cleaner, more sustainable future for transportation, aligning with the global push to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and minimize environmental harm. With all these advantages, how does BYD's solid-state battery technology stack up against other innovations in the field? Keep watching to discover the game-changing difference. BYD's technology compared to other solid-state battery innovations. BYD's recent announcement about its groundbreaking all-solid-state battery technology has generated significant excitement in the electric vehicle, EV, and energy sectors. The company's bold claim of achieving 10-minute charging times for its new solid-state batteries is particularly attention-grabbing, setting it apart from many other players in the solid-state battery space. While BYD's development is a major step forward, it is not alone in the pursuit of this transformative technology. Other major players in the automotive and tech industries, such as Toyota, QuantumScape, and Solid Power, are also heavily invested in the race to bring solid-state batteries to market. To better understand how BYD's technology compares to these other innovations, it is important to explore the current progress of these companies and how their developments stack up against BYD's claims. QuantumScape, a startup backed by Volkswagen and Bill Gates, is one of the most prominent players in the solid-state battery space. The company's work has generated significant interest, largely due to its potential to revolutionize the electric vehicle market. QuantumScape's solid-state battery technology is designed to replace the liquid electrolyte used in traditional lithium-ion batteries with a solid electrolyte, which is expected to improve energy density, safety, and charging speed. QuantumScape's batteries are still in the prototype phase, and while the company has made substantial progress, its technology has not yet achieved the 10-minute charging time that BYD is promising. The company's primary focus has been on improving the safety and energy density of its batteries, but it has not yet reached the level of commercialization that would allow for real-world applications. QuantumScape has made headlines with its advancements, particularly with a demonstration of its prototype's ability to perform at higher energy densities and charge rates compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries. However, much of the work still lies ahead, and the timeline for when their solid-state batteries will be available for mass production remains unclear. While QuantumScape has shown promising results in lab conditions, the company's batteries have yet to meet the ambitious goals that BYD has set with its 10-minute charging technology. Achieving this rapid charging capability is a major milestone, and at this stage, QuantumScape is still working on improving its solid-state batteries' performance to reach similar charging times. Toyota, a long-time leader in automotive technology, has been at the forefront of research and development in the field of solid-state batteries. The company has invested heavily in this area, with the goal of improving both the energy density and charging times of its future EV batteries. In 2020, Toyota revealed a prototype of its solid-state battery, which it claims could offer significant improvements in terms of charging speed and driving range compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. Toyota's solid-state batteries are designed to be safer, longer-lasting, and more efficient, with the potential to charge faster than traditional EV batteries. However, Toyota has not yet achieved the ambitious 10-minute charging target set by BYD. The company has been cautious about providing specific timelines, and while its solid-state batteries are showing promise, they are still in the early stages of development. Toyota has indicated that it expects to have solid-state batteries ready for commercialization by the mid-2020s, but it is unclear whether the 10-minute charging time will be part of the final product. The company has emphasized the importance of energy density, with the goal of extending driving range while reducing battery weight. However, like QuantumScape, Toyota is still focused on refining the technology to improve performance in real-world conditions. While Toyota's progress in solid-state batteries is impressive, it remains to be seen whether the company can match BYD's claims in terms of charging speed. Solid Power, a startup based in Colorado, is another key player in the development of solid-state batteries. The company has partnered with major automotive companies like Ford and BMW to accelerate the commercialization of its technology. Solid Power's solid-state batteries aim to provide higher energy density and enhanced safety compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. Solid Power's approach is focused on solid electrolytes made from materials like sulfides, which are designed to improve the performance of the battery while also minimizing risks such as thermal runaway. The company has demonstrated the ability of its solid-state batteries to operate safely and efficiently, but like QuantumScape, Solid Power is still in the prototype phase. Although it has made progress, it has not yet achieved the 10-minute charging time that BYD is aiming for. Solid Power's focus has largely been on enhancing the energy density of its solid-state batteries, which could lead to longer driving ranges for electric vehicles. However, like its competitors, the company faces the challenge of achieving faster charging speeds. Solid Power has not yet reached the milestone of a 10-minute charge, and it remains to be seen how quickly the company can scale its technology to compete with the rapid advancements seen from BYD. Wow, other companies are also jumping into the solid-state battery race. So, what gives BYD the edge over them? Stay tuned to find out. The BYD advantage: 10-minute charging time. While these companies have made significant strides in the development of solid-state batteries, BYD's claim of a 10-minute charging time sets it apart. Achieving this level of charging speed would represent a transformative shift in the EV industry, as it would eliminate one of the major obstacles to the widespread adoption of electric vehicles: long charging times. A 10-minute charge would make EVs more convenient and comparable to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles in terms of refueling time. BYD's all-solid-state battery technology not only promises faster charging but also offers higher energy density, improved safety, and a longer lifespan compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries. The company has positioned its innovation as a potential game-changer for the EV market, and if it can deliver on its promises, it could give BYD a significant competitive edge. The combination of rapid charging, enhanced energy density, and superior safety features could make BYD's solid-state batteries the go-to solution for automakers looking to accelerate the transition to electric vehicles. If BYD successfully commercializes its 10-minute charging technology, it could set a new benchmark for the entire industry. With this major advantage, what could it mean for the future of the electric vehicle market? Let's explore the potential impact. Implications for the electric vehicle market. The introduction of all-solid-state batteries with 10-minute charging times would mark a monumental shift in the electric vehicle market, addressing several of the most significant obstacles to EV adoption. The ability to charge an EV in a fraction of the time currently required by traditional lithium-ion batteries would not only improve the convenience of electric vehicles, but also make them more competitive with internal combustion engine vehicles. BYD's all-solid-state battery technology could dramatically accelerate EV adoption, change the dynamics of the automotive industry, and have profound environmental implications. Here are some of the key ways in which the emergence of 10-minute charging solid-state batteries will impact the EV market. Faster EV adoption. One of the major reasons why many consumers hesitate to switch from internal combustion engine vehicles to electric vehicles is range anxiety. The fear that their vehicle will run out of power before reaching a charging station. This anxiety is exacerbated by the longer charging times required for current lithium-ion batteries. While there has been steady progress in expanding charging infrastructure, the time it takes to charge an EV still remains a critical pain point for potential buyers. BYD's all-solid-state batteries, with their promised 10-minute charging time, could alleviate this concern. If consumers can charge their electric vehicles as quickly as refueling a conventional gasoline-powered car, the perceived inconvenience of owning an EV would diminish. This rapid charging technology could make EVs much more appealing to a broader range of consumers, including those who may have been discouraged by the time commitment associated with recharging. In essence, this breakthrough would remove one of the largest barriers to EV adoption, allowing electric vehicles to become a more mainstream option for everyday drivers. Moreover, faster charging means that EV owners can more easily integrate electric vehicles into their daily lives, using them for long road trips or errands without worrying about finding and waiting for a charging station. By making charging faster and more convenient, BYD's solid-state batteries could significantly expand the pool of potential EV customers, accelerating the shift toward electric mobility. Expansion of EV infrastructure. The widespread adoption of 10-minute charging batteries would require significant upgrades to the existing EV charging infrastructure. Charging stations capable of delivering the rapid charging speeds necessary for all solid-state batteries would need to be developed, which would be a challenge in both urban and rural areas. In order to fully realize the potential of this new technology, charging infrastructure would need to be not only more widespread, but also equipped with the latest technology capable of handling high-power, rapid charging. The demand for high-speed charging stations would likely lead to large-scale investments in infrastructure by governments, private companies, and utilities. Both public and private sector partnerships would be necessary to build out the charging network needed to support the new technology. Governments might introduce incentives to encourage the installation of these fast charging stations, just as they have provided rebates and tax credits for the adoption of electric vehicles themselves. Additionally, the proliferation of 10-minute charging stations could transform travel and logistics. Drivers could stop for a quick, brief recharge at highway rest stops, which would significantly improve the convenience of long-distance travel and make EVs a much more practical option for families, commuters, and businesses. The creation of a comprehensive, reliable charging network would allow drivers to charge their vehicles just as easily as they currently fuel up their gasoline-powered cars, making EVs even more competitive with ICE vehicles. Increased competition in the EV market. The arrival of BYD's all-solid-state battery technology would undoubtedly intensify competition within the electric vehicle market. If the company's claim of 10-minute charging times proves accurate and becomes widely available, other automakers would have little choice but to adopt similar technologies in order to remain competitive. As automakers seek to differentiate themselves, the development of faster charging batteries and more efficient EVs will become key points of competition in the market. This could lead to a rapid acceleration in the pace of innovation within the automotive industry as companies strive to match or exceed BYD's advancements. As more manufacturers invest in solid-state battery technology or work on alternatives with similar performance metrics, consumers could benefit from an influx of EV options that offer shorter charging times, longer ranges, and overall better performance. Increased competition could lead to faster technological advancements, lower vehicle prices, and enhanced consumer choice, further stimulating the transition to electric vehicles. In turn, automakers might also focus on making EVs more affordable, efficient, and user-friendly. This competitive pressure would likely result in a diverse range of EV options across various price points, making electric vehicles more accessible to consumers from all walks of life. Ultimately, the broader automotive market would experience a significant shift towards electric mobility as manufacturers race to innovate and meet consumer demands. Reduced emissions and environmental impact. The widespread adoption of electric vehicles powered by all solid-state batteries would significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions and improve air quality. Electric vehicles, especially when paired with renewable energy sources, produce zero tailpipe emissions. The ability to quickly charge EVs at home, in the workplace, or on the road, combined with increased vehicle efficiency and energy density, would make electric vehicles an even more attractive alternative to internal combustion engine vehicles. The increased driving range and faster charging times would encourage more people to switch from fossil fuel-powered cars to electric vehicles, which would, in turn, reduce the demand for gasoline and diesel. As the world continues to focus on curbing carbon emissions and fighting climate change, the broader adoption of EVs powered by solid-state batteries could be a pivotal factor in reducing transportation-related emissions. More EVs on the road would help decrease the reliance on fossil fuels, mitigating the environmental impact of personal transportation. Furthermore, the improved sustainability of solid-state batteries adds to the positive environmental impact. Solid-state batteries are potentially more environmentally friendly than traditional lithium-ion batteries, as they are less reliant on rare and harmful materials and can be made with more abundant, sustainable resources. The longer lifespan of solid-state batteries would also reduce waste, as fewer batteries would need to be disposed of and replaced over time. This reduction in e-waste and resource consumption could make the entire life cycle of electric vehicles more sustainable, contributing to cleaner and greener transportation on a global scale. Changing consumer perceptions. Finally, the introduction of solid-state batteries that charge in just 10 minutes could significantly change consumer perceptions about electric vehicles. Until now, many drivers have viewed EVs as inconvenient, with issues like long charging times, limited range, and uncertainty about charging infrastructure. BYD's innovation has the potential to eliminate these concerns and reshape how people think about electric vehicles. The convenience of fast charging would lead to a more positive ownership experience, helping to shift consumer attitudes toward electric vehicles. As more drivers experience the ease of owning and driving an EV, the market could witness a cultural shift in favor of electric mobility, with more people viewing EVs as viable, desirable options for their transportation needs. This shift in perception would not only benefit BYD, but also boost the credibility and attractiveness of the EV industry as a whole. BYD's solid-state batteries are truly a game-changer for the EV industry. But with this milestone, what challenges still lie ahead? Let's dive in and find out. Challenges and future considerations. BYD's announcement of all solid-state batteries with 10-minute charging times marks a significant breakthrough in the electric vehicle (EV) industry. However, despite the immense potential these batteries hold, several challenges remain before they can be mass-produced and widely adopted. From manufacturing scalability to material sourcing and cost concerns, there are key hurdles to overcome before solid-state batteries become a mainstream reality. Manufacturing scalability. One of the major challenges BYD and other companies in the EV battery space face is manufacturing scalability. Currently, the production processes for solid-state batteries are expensive and complex. Scaling up production to meet the demand for electric vehicles will require substantial investments in new manufacturing technologies and facilities. Solid-state batteries differ from traditional lithium-ion batteries in their internal structure and the materials used, especially in their solid electrolytes. These differences introduce challenges in terms of manufacturing methods, as solid-state batteries require more precise and labor-intensive production processes. To achieve cost-effectiveness, companies must develop more efficient manufacturing techniques and invest in specialized equipment. The success of solid-state battery adoption depends on the ability to scale production efficiently and meet market demand, which could take years of research and investment. Material sourcing. Another significant hurdle is material sourcing. Solid-state batteries require materials that are often more difficult or expensive to source than those used in traditional lithium-ion batteries. The key material in solid-state batteries is the solid electrolyte, which can be made from various compounds like sulfides, ceramics, or glass. These materials need to be both highly conductive and stable over time, which presents a challenge in terms of sourcing and cost. Some of the materials needed for solid-state batteries, such as lithium metal and certain rare earth elements, are not abundant in nature, creating concerns about long-term availability and price volatility. Scaling up production of solid-state batteries would require a stable, reliable supply chain for these critical materials. Moreover, any disruptions in the supply of these materials could slow down production and increase costs. To address these challenges, the industry will need to explore sustainable material sourcing and improve recycling technologies for solid-state batteries. This could reduce dependency on rare or costly resources, helping ensure that the necessary materials are available for large-scale battery production. Cost of batteries. Cost remains one of the most significant barriers to widespread adoption of solid-state batteries. While these batteries offer advantages such as faster charging times, greater energy density, and improved safety, they are currently much more expensive to produce than traditional lithium-ion batteries. Solid-state batteries require expensive materials, specialized manufacturing processes, and cutting-edge technology, which drives up their production costs. The price of these batteries is a key factor for consumers, especially in the EV market, where affordability is crucial. As a result, the high cost of solid-state batteries may make electric vehicles equipped with these batteries unaffordable for many buyers. However, as production volumes increase and manufacturing methods improve, the cost of solid-state batteries is expected to decrease. Just as the cost of lithium-ion batteries has dropped significantly over the years due to advancements in production techniques, solid-state batteries will likely see similar reductions in price over time. But it could take several years, if not decades, before solid-state batteries become cost-competitive with lithium-ion batteries. Government incentives and subsidies could play a role in making solid-state batteries more affordable, helping to reduce the initial cost disparity between solid-state and conventional battery technologies. The key to long-term success will be achieving economies of scale, which will make these batteries affordable for consumers without sacrificing their performance benefits. Performance, reliability, and durability. Although solid-state batteries offer several potential advantages, questions about their long-term performance and durability remain. Solid-state batteries must be able to withstand thousands of charge and discharge cycles without degrading or losing efficiency. Ensuring their long-term stability, especially under extreme conditions like high temperatures or heavy usage, is crucial for consumer adoption. While early prototypes of solid-state batteries show promising results in terms of energy efficiency and charging speed, more research is needed to understand how these batteries perform over extended periods. Battery life is a key consideration for consumers, and any signs of degradation or reduced performance could undermine confidence in the technology. The solid electrolyte used in these batteries must maintain its structural integrity and stability over time. The interactions between the electrolyte and electrodes also need to be carefully monitored to avoid issues like dendrite formation, which can reduce the battery's efficiency and lifespan. Ensuring that solid-state batteries meet or exceed the longevity and reliability of lithium-ion batteries will be critical for their success in the marketplace. BYD's announcement of all solid-state batteries with 10-minute charging times marks a major advancement for electric vehicles. These batteries promise faster charging, increased energy density, improved safety, and greater sustainability, potentially accelerating the shift from fossil fuels to electric transportation. However, challenges remain in making solid-state batteries commercially viable at scale. Overcoming these hurdles requires ongoing research, development, and collaboration between automakers, battery manufacturers, and governments. As technology progresses, costs are expected to decrease, and production processes will become more efficient. Advances in material sourcing and battery recycling could also help address some of the challenges. The efforts of BYD and other companies could lead to a future where EVs are faster to charge, longer lasting, and more affordable, making them more accessible to consumers. While significant obstacles remain, the potential benefits of solid-state batteries are clear. With continued innovation, the future of electric vehicles looks promising, with BYD leading the charge towards a cleaner, faster, and more sustainable transportation era. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. Let us know your thoughts on BYD's solid-state batteries in the comments. See you next time with more exciting content.